friends, and happy Vlogmas day 21. I love how I told you last night, oh my god, the house is so calm, it's so quiet. It became a shitstorm after that. They were up to like at least 2 a.m. moving furniture, pounding shit on the floor. I lost my goddamn last straw. Yeah, very annoying. So they got themselves a little note sent to the fucking management company, because that's insane. I get that it's a Friday night, but don't be pounding. Like, there was a crash of furniture at one point in the 1 a.m. hour, close to 2 a.m. Is it come the fuck again? I need to sleep. Still doing it to this day, to this hour. It's great. So I'm looking forward to this life of no sleep again. But that's even more a reason to do what we're doing today. So we are going to start the process a little bit more seriously of looking at our home building / buying options. So there is a company that we're meeting with today. It's not modular homes, but it's like very cookie cutter. Like, you pick from their catalog and then they come to the site and build it on your property. So they have like the whole team, they do everything, they handle the financing. And it's less sketchy from what I've heard than like Clayton Homes, which is like the modular homes. This is like a local company, been around for like decades. So I'm really hoping that we get a good vibe. This is definitely the cheaper way. It is still high quality like materials, but it's a little bit cheaper than like hiring a designer, getting your contractor, getting all your people from scratch. It's a bit easier. So that's what we are going to interview with or meet with today. My parents are going to meet us there, and it should be very fun. But I am even more determined than before to get the fuck out of here, because I can't be doing this. Someone was like pounding like bass bumping music also until like 2 a.m. It was a lot of energy. So people must be having like their holiday parties or something, but I didn't hear enough people, so I don't really know what's going on. Hoping tonight is better because I have to be up a little early tomorrow. But for now, we're still sleep deprived. Luckily, I'm feeling okay. My tum-tum is definitely going through it. Everything we ate yesterday. So I just need to get some plain toast in me. And I have a lot of chores to do. This is going to be a proper like reset day this Saturday. We're going to clean the apartment. We're going to live, laugh, love. And hope we can sleep tonight. So I have gifts to wrap. There's kind of a station right here. So first, let's do our little Adventus, but we're gonna need to wrap gifts eventually, and I need to clean the toilets. We've got to do a little vacuuming. We've got to do a load of laundry for our sheets. I just started both the dishwasher and the laundry. I need to put up our little menu planner for the week. I haven't been doing that. That one is definitely like a few weeks outdated. And then I need to go grocery shopping. I need to get everything for like Christmas, and then I have like some friend like gatherings here. So we need to be prepared for the week ahead. So let's dive in here. Number 20. Ooh, Peach and Lily Glass Skin Face Polisher. Rich based powder and enzymes. Disperse onto wet hands and rub to create a creamy texture. Massage onto face, avoiding the eye area. Rinse thoroughly. Gentle enough for daily use. It's a luxurious rice-based enzyme powder that gently micro-exfoliates skin to reveal glass skin. Luminous, smooth, and clear skin. Visibly smooth texture, brighten and clarify clogged pores. Interesting. Peach and Lily, New York, made in Korea. We know the Koreans ain't effing around and finding out. Okay. Oh my god, you guys, we only have 5 left. This is like the 5th. There's only 4 more after this. Okay, pink top. Oh god. Peach black currant Szechuan pepper spread. That's crazy. Oh god, you can see the like the little pepper specks. Oh my god, I'm nervous. Probably not what my tum-tum needs, but that's what I was given, so we're gonna go in with that. So I'm just gonna have some toast. We're gonna keep it chill today. Our appointment's at 2, so I want to see like how much I can get done before then. I'd love to have like the apartment clean, and I would ideally love maybe to have my groceries done too. So we will see. I need to wrap gifts probably first because that will free up the rest of the space. So let me do a little taste test. Let me have this, and then we will do Jared's advent eventually too. He is moving a little slower today. Wow, we really partied till we dropped. We danced till we dropped. I know in yesterday's Vlogmas you didn't see us dancing salsa. I didn't set up my camera. That was like the owner who took all that footage, and it was just like for him, like on his phone, and then he airdropped it to me. So he wasn't like looking for certain things, you know, but I thought it was cute to like include some stuff. Just so we have proof that like we did move and we did dance. You're like, you can believe us. Picture it didn't happen. But we did a little bit of salsa. We actually showed up early for the lessons, and it was very difficult. And learned how to like kind of like turn, and like he was trying to teach us in like half turns. So like you do this first and then you go around. It was really crazy. And then we did a little bachata, a little merengue, and merengue is like easy. Like it's just like moving. So that's an easy one. Bachata is pretty easy too. But salsa, like once you master the basic steps, which I think we've done, adding like the turns and everything is just kind of crazy. And so we're not quite there yet, but everyone keeps complimenting us, so I guess we're on the right path to success. But yeah, okay. It smells just like normal jelly. There's no spice to it. It must just be like the flavor, and it's like cooked out. It's a very nice jelly. Very light, very sweet. Love that. Anyway, let's get stuff wrapped. I will put a timestamp on the screen here for my mom and Clarissa and the Hudson clan, just because I don't really quite know what I have to take out. So skip until this timestamp if you would like to watch the rest of the vlog. We just need to get our wrapping game on. I might need to return some of these things too. So we will see. Yeah, okay, so like that, I might need to return. stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, wow. Okay, friends, brief intermission because I wanted to show you. This is not a gift for a friend. It's just for us. But I went to Trader Joe's today, and I wanted to show you what I'm going to do as a gift for a friend in this little mini canvas tote bag. So I got a cute little card. It says, I miss you. And then I'm going to stuff it with all these goodies for her. These are my favorite snacks at Trader Joe's, so I highly recommend that. This is divine, just truly heavenly. And then to go with the little beauty theme, I picked up this little lip butter balm duo. I know she'll appreciate that. I saw this cinnamon bun spread and this cute little hot cocoa polar bear. So I think he just goes in your cocoa. Yeah, he doesn't have the cocoa in him. That is misleading. And then, of course, the popular, this is the Jingle Jangle mix, but it's like the little bag, so it's called the Jingly Jangly. And then I thought this looked good too. It's kind of like healthier, but still a treat. So I'm going to stuff it in this beautiful yellow bag. They had red and they had, I think, like the blue and red, their traditional color. But I thought this was very her. She's very sunshiny, and she's a teacher. So I figured she could, like, you know, pack her lunch in this, whatever. But it's just a nice little thoughtful gift. If you need like a cute little holiday gift idea that isn't like a proper like Christmas wish list item. I don't know if we're exchanging gifts, but she's coming over last minute. And so I was like, okay, let me just like make a little cutesy thing for her. We're also going to have a ton of charcuterie, and we're going to do this interesting like viral concept where you use the dill pickle chips and you put like brie and stuff on it. So we'll definitely show you when we do that next week. But yeah, I hope she likes it. Oh, well, friends, we've got our Avenue Espresso at 7 o'clock at night. I'm hoping this keeps us up a little bit. Oh, and this is backwards, but my little dachshunds are here. Peppermint bark breve latte. 1 pump peppermint bark. It's the Tirani syrup. It's super good. I am double fisting. I'm going to have a strawberry peach LaCroix. We are just going through everything that we learned today. So it is a custom home building company. It's not modular. They build it like everybody else, any other contractor. But they have kind of a one-stop shop, like all-in-one thing. We're very excited about it. We feel like it could be a good fit. We have obviously a lot to discuss with my parents. But they do great financing. The guy was very knowledgeable. He's been doing it for like many years with them. So yeah, we feel pretty positive about it. It's very affordable. Obviously, like, we're very fortunate. If you're new here, we have land on my parents' property. We feel very fortunate to have that. Like, we would not need to purchase the land. And so that's why, like, the financing of like a custom built home works for us. If we had to buy the land, I think that's a pretty privileged place to be in. If like someone was able to do that, we certainly are not. And so thank God, you know, we inherited this opportunity. But we luckily have a great relationship with my parents. I always say that, like, I feel very lucky that I wasn't one of the kids who like ran off to college to get away from home. I've always like really treasured those relationships, and we see them every single weekend. And like we really love being close to them. And right now we're about like a 15-minute drive from my parents' house, and it would be Jared's first time living on the west side. I guess you lived in the apartments on the west side. Yeah, and you worked on the west side, but like, yeah, I guess like your first home. Yeah, that's true. You were on the west side. But I don't know. It'd be his first time living in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And yeah, he grew up like in Lacey, Hawks Prairie area. So for those of you who aren't local, it's not going to mean anything. But very different areas. They're like about 20-25 minutes apart. And west side of Olympia is very like community oriented. It's very true like Olympia, Washington. When I think of like Olympia community, I think of like the east side and the west side, and then like downtown's in the middle. And there's different like sub communities. There's like Tumwater, Lacey, you know, all those other places, Hawks Prairie, like out Delphi Road. There's different areas. Like technically it's still like west or east or whatever, but they're different areas and they have very distinct communities. So like a lot of like JBLM military families, more diversity. That's more like towards Hawks Prairie, like Lacey a lot of the time. There is some here too in Tumwater. This is definitely wealthier, a lot of white demographic here. And then the west side, I mean, it's all kind of white in Olympia, but it's very like evergreen, or like the Evergreen State College is right there. That's where I went. And like they love the co-op, like just very like hippy dippy fun Olympia. And it's also where like we work, like at the mall, and it's kind of more of like, I don't know, residential, but like a suburban.
Yeah.
But nice area. So that's where we would live, west side of Ole. And that's our dream, because we have this land that landed in our lap, no pun intended. And so that would be our pipe dream. But they made it seem very attainable today. So that is our update on our home building journey, TBD. So the next step, we have been working behind the scenes, like since we got married, very slowly but surely, talking to contractors, scoping out like, do we want to just buy a plan online? Do we want to hire like a plan designer and then take it to a contractor? I think this all one-stop shop, all in one, is definitely appealing because it's less work on our end. And like vetting people and like knowing who to choose. We're very fortunate that we like work with a lot of people in the trades. And his brother does new construction, so like we know people, and it's not like we would be like going in blind with a name, but it still just isn't ideal to like have to manage all of that. Like, do we want, you know, a general contractor, manager of everything, or do we want to just go with this one-stop shop thing? So that's definitely appealing to us. Yeah, but it's going to be an endeavor, a financial endeavor, regardless of how we go. But that would be the dream. And then we could live like basically on my parents' property. We would be super close to them as they're aging. Jared already helps them out with like a lot of stuff. Like if he has to paint on a ladder, like bending down to like plant sunflowers, like things like that. But you know, their hips just aren't as mobile as they once were. They are totally fine. They're very mobile, very healthy, but you know, they're getting up there. They're in their 70s, so we want to like soak up all the time with them. And I think it would just be really fun, especially if we get a grand puppy for them and we have a dog running in our backyard. I think they would really like being able to just come over and see the dog. But what's really nice is my parents are the opposite of like the Ray and Deborah, Everybody Loves Raymond, mom and dad like vibe. She's like bringing over cannolis and she's like in your business. My parents are like the opposite of that. If anything, I don't think they would come over half as much as I would want them to. Oh, Marie, what a queen. I did love Marie, but she was a lot. So luckily, I'm very fortunate to have parents who would not be like that. They like to travel a lot. They like to have their own fun hobbies. They have their own friend groups they go to every week. So I don't feel like they would ever be like barging over. And I think they would like ask us, like notify. So I may not, so they may get sick of my ass, but
we have like a fence or gate or whatever that we can like have them like just come back or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like your dad could have that because like your mine.
Yeah, and also like our backyards would be touching.
Yeah.
So my parents have a lot of land, I think more than like the average person, I guess. So they have a backyard, and then we have what we call the way back. And the way back is like the plot of land that's currently nothing right now. And like my swing set was back there. My dad built me a tree house when I was younger. So like there's just like a lot of land. It depends how much, like we might sell like a portion of it to the city. I don't know how that's going to shake out. But they would still have a bit of the way back, I assume. And it could be kind of like a communal like space. So that would be kind of cool. So they would still have their backyard, their patio, but then we would also have like more shared space. It would just be so fun. But there are some challenges of the lot that we just need to figure out. There's no like water main access, so we have to figure out like, do we want to extend the water main, or is it cheaper to do a well? And then also there's some really big trees on the property, so we'll have to kind of figure out building around those. Those are kind of the two main things. But we have already got the biologist out. We have the green light that there's no wetlands. Like, we can build. It's buildable. That was the first question. We were kind of like, I don't know if this is a pipe dream, if it's not even buildable, but it is. And so then I kind of got a little more excited. But I think it's just, you know, adulting and like the fees and expenses and like paying down debt and building credit that comes with adulting. And I have a certain lifestyle I like to maintain. And as you can tell from the Christmas gift debauchery, I just have a certain standard. And so I think we've just got to work it all out, make some compromises. But luckily, I'm not too crazy, it seems like, in terms of like the materials or like the build. I think we agree we like the pretty like basic plan. And that's another question we had, was like, does the basic plan offer like high quality materials? And it does. They like work with quality materials by default, so that's really good. There's just like upgrades you could do if you wanted like a fancier faucet system, like a touchless system, or like, you know, if you want the crazy, you know, tub or like the crazy tile, whatever. But everything, like the flooring and the cabinetry and everything, and like obviously the structure is high quality, so it doesn't really matter even if you go with just like the basic plan. But they do have some options. So like, you design your home custom, and you can decide your backsplash tile, you can decide quartz or granite, you can decide your flooring, the rugs, whatever you want. We don't want any carpet, rugs. Why did I say rugs? Anyway, carpeting. We personally don't want carpet, so that will be an upgrade. So like little things like that, but those are like interior stuff. The structural stuff he explained is like the more expensive upgrade, which I don't think we would want any structural upgrade. We're fine with like the 8-foot ceilings.
Oh, yeah.
Like nothing structural would need to change. We're fine with the paint colors, I'm sure. We're fine with the like the roofing, all of that. So we might just have to extend, like, depending on the size or the layout that we go with. Like, my dream would be like a tub and a shower combo. So like kind of like maybe like pushing the garage forward. So it might like be an addition that would cost money. So like we kind of mold those ideas over. And we'd probably have to do it in stages. Like we would hire them to build the home, and then we probably would have to like wait to do like our patio transformation in like a few years after that. Maybe we don't have a tub starting out, but we have enough space to put a tub. Like things like that we'll have to compromise on. But this would be my dream if it works out. Yeah. Also, I know you can't see Jared right now. He's right here. Anything to add, sir?
No, I'm excited. I didn't really say anything in the meeting, but...
No, you were soaking it all up. You asked questions.
Yeah. Just looking at everything and how kind of crazy close it is, like, for reality. I know. We've really pushed it out, I think. We've tried to avoid it, but just with, like, our crazy-ass neighbor experiences, like... I think it was the last fucking straw. I'm so glad that we have this scheduled for today, because I was just like, oh my god, get me the fuck out of here. And it's good that we're honestly going to discuss it Christmas Eve and Christmas. I know that's going to be that topic. Yeah, we have a lot of time, so that's good. We're with my parents for like 48 hours, so we will figure it out this weekend, and then I think we'll decide. Like, there's a lot to figure out with financing and credit scores. They have like a really good promotional offer for like a lower interest rate on the construction loan and all that. If we score a certain credit score, and obviously we're currently working on paying off all of our debt, and we're not like quite there. It is in the good category, but it's not great. We're pretty close. I mean, yeah, it's just annoying. So you gotta figure that out, and then it's like, I don't know. There's like a lot of inner workings that we've got to figure out. So it may not be immediate, and I just want to let you guys know. But just so you know, it's about a 6 to 9 month process from start to finish. And so I would say confidently, if we did go with them within the next 2 years, we will be moved into a new home, maybe faster. So we'll definitely take you along for the journey, and we'll keep you updated. But yeah, it's gonna be, it's exciting. Also,
yeah, Jared's like lit up. He's so stoked. He wants to get the fuck out of it.
Oh, I want to yell. Okay.
You just have a scream fest
sorry.
when we're in our new.
Sorry, we gotta give context on the yelling. Like watching games.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, he wants to be able to
not yelling, cheering. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I want
because he's nice and he's not like our neighbors. So he's very like cognizant of like other people, and it sucks to like not feel like you have free expression because you're always thinking about, oh my god, how loud are my feet, or like, I can't run the washer right now because it's like after 10 p.m. Like things like that are just limiting. Of course, there's like a lot of cons to having your own home because you don't have maintenance people who you can just call. Like it's going to be a lot more cost intensive, but
that's the part where I think I will go into like, I'll be like double checking and be like, okay, what does this do? What does that do? All right, what type of system do we have?
Yeah, like we're gonna have to learn a lot, and I think and then also when we move in, like making sure to keep up our appliances, our toilets, like all of this stuff, so that they don't get nasty and like break down or whatever. I think the only thing, so we would have to buy our washer and dryer for our clothes, and then we would have to buy a fridge. It comes with a microwave, a stove, the stainless steel or whatever you want for the and then a dishwasher. And then like the sink and everything. And all of the faucets. And it comes with a heat pump, HVAC, HVAC stuff. And all of that. But you would have to get the other stuff. Which I mean is pretty standard. But that's another thing. Because those are like $1,000. I got suckered into that fridge that Jenna used to have. That was like a whiteboard or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you could like write on it. Oh my god. That was like my dream.
Samsung fridges.
Yeah. So, anyway, that would be a dream. That was our experience. I wanted to give you the review. I'm going to do some coloring. This is my next scene. This is Santa. He's reviewing his list. And he's very cutesy. He's reading his letters and he's by the fire. So we're going to do a little coloring and then I might read for a little bit. We'll see here. I really should get through some pages. ASMR. I actually have gotten through 7 chapters just on audiobook from like traction and driving in my car. So we have a few chapters done. Yeah, we're gonna read a little bit. Also, I got these cute ass little placeholders while I was in Seattle. They're like little gold, thin pieces of metal. They're like these tiny little things and they just hold your place without being like clunky and like getting bent like a bookmark. So wild. So I really like those. I was at this like little bougie shop that we went to, me and Nicole. I got like a whole pack of them. So we think they may have received the news. Our management company, they texted me right back. So I sent them the message at 2 a.m. that they were pissing me the fuck off. And she called by like 10 a.m. And they are currently quiet, so. Oopsies. She don't fuck around. I like Miss Shannon. She is really getting her done. Okay, you guys, here's my little Santa. Is he not so cutie? I probably should have made his skin and his hair stand out from each other more, but you get the drift. And then I kind of made a boo-boo. I like fucked up something like in here, I think, and made it this like dark grayish black. And so I had to continue the wall with that black. So it's not my finest work, but I think it makes the fireplace pop more, and his little letters pop. They're so cutie. Very happy with this. Jared is in his little gaming room, his gaming lair, chatting with the boys, and he's gonna have to catch up with you guys tomorrow for his advent. Apologies. I'm gonna head to bed, not like sleeping, but I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna binge watch some Vlogmas and just relax and hope that it stays quiet. They've been quiet all night long. So proud of them. But I always feel like when I say this, I jinx it. So keep me in your prayers. I hope I'm well rested for tomorrow. We've got some fun little girly pop plans up our sleeve. So I will see you guys for tomorrow's Vlogmas. Bye.